Card shops around the world buy unwanted Pokemon cards in bulk for pennies every day. But what do they do with those unwanted cards? Well, most of them get picked through for the good stuff and then repacked into bulk lots you can find on Amazon or eBay. But that's not all. Sometimes we see how many we can ollie over, and occasionally we draw mustaches on them. But lately, my friend Heather and I have been building decks to battle out of them. We had so much fun with our first bulk battle at Full Grip Games that we decided to take this challenge on the road and see what kind of funny decks we could build out of other people's bulk. Today, we're visiting In the Zone Games in Ashtabula, Ohio. I've been to a bunch of League Cups at the store, and they've also hosted charity events in the past to benefit brain cancer in honor of my late friend, Nicholas Bailey, who passed away from brain cancer in 2016. Being here always reminds me of Nick and the good times that we shared together, so I'm super thankful that In the Zone welcomed us to their shop to battle today. For today's challenge, we're here at In the Zone Games. We've got 5 rows of bulk. Apparently this bulk is picked, so there are no holographic cards in the bulk. I suspect that we're gonna be battling with some real grungly guys today.
Well, that's the fun part, is you get the little scrimblows. Maybe he'll evolve, maybe he won't.
We'll have to make do with whatever we can find in just 30 minutes.
Absolutely.
We're building 60 card decks. We're gonna play one 6-prize game. May the superior bulk diver be victorious.
It'll be me.
Let's get started.
I'm digging in.
I feel like I need to find like a main character, right? Like who's gonna be
your guy?
Yeah.
Turffield Stadium? All right, I guess I'm doing grass.
Who is inspiring? Alolan Golem? Like I'm probably not finding the rest of the Alolan guys if I had to guess.
All right, but what if you do?
But what if I did?
I'm full of Joltics, but I need some Galvantulas. Need some spiders. Okay, well that's a Ariados, that's a spider. It's not the one I was looking for though. Hello. Lana's Aid, there's those recovery cards, super important.
First 10 minutes, you know, getting some feelers out here, kind of figuring out like, all right, what kind of Pokemon might I build this deck around? Then I need to start narrowing in like once I feel like I have a direction. But right now I'm just trying to find main characters. Like who's someone I can actually build a strategy around? Like right now I've got a single Palafin, a single Crabominable, some Voltorb, some Magikarp,
big crab,
some Zorua, like, yeah, not really any main characters right now. So like, yo, a Lotad and 2 Lombre. See, I mean, that could start a main character.
He's presenting.
Zamazenta is a rare card. Galarian Stunfisk. Well, here's some fire guys. That could be fun.
Aerodactyl's kind of strong, but I would need to find a fossil first.
Maybe I'm getting called to the fire Pokemon today.
What? You're just counterpicking because I have grass guys on the table.
Oh, grass guys? Well, you know, what if I did counterpick you?
That's messed up. You're cheating. You said no screen peeking, and yet here you are.
Well, maybe you should diversify your deck so that you're not entirely weak to fire. Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about building your deck in a way that maybe a singular weakness didn't just like take down your entire strategy? Did you ever think about that?
Y'all hear something?
Because like that could be a pretty good strategy, you know, to make sure that you're not just like totally weak to one type. Because I could just build a fire deck and then you would get destroyed by the fire deck.
He's still talking.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
I've got a Cinderace. Cinderace has got huge main character energy. Colossal, I love Colossal. Ooh, and there's a Carkol too. It's fire, Heather. You've got 22 minutes to figure this out because I'm thinking fire is what
Eyes on your own paper, Andrew.
I can't pretend that I don't see.
You worry about you.
I can't pretend that I don't see what you're doing. I cannot pretend. I cannot pretend. I'm not gonna listen.
Well, I can't pretend because you keep talking. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
All right, Probopass seems kind of good.
The nose, here comes the schnoz.
I've got a 4/4 Probopass line, and he takes a lot of colorless energy.
They call him Gary the schnoz.
Elekid, all right, free attacks, money.
Yo, Relicanth from Diamond and Pearl. Okay, got some old stuff in here. No, that doesn't really help me. It'd be funny. Hey, there's a Galvantula. I've been looking for him. Any spiders? Any spiders in the chat? Okay, it's gonna be a grass lightning deck.
That's cool because Galvantula is like both of those.
That's what yeah.
That's fun.
I've only found one Galvantula so far. It's kind of messed up.
Camerupt seems insane. Split Bomb. This attack does 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon.
That's messed up.
For 2 energy?
That card's broken.
That's so crazy. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm feeling good. about my deck. Like feeling way better about my deck than I usually do at this point with 19 minutes left. Like usually at this point I have no idea, but now, I mean, there's a burning energy. What if I needed that? The wide lens? All right, what if I attach the wide lens to my Camerupt and hit bench Pokemon for weakness? I'm gonna do something that I never do.
Stop talking?
Oh, you want me to stop talking? I'm gonna do something that I never do, and I'm gonna pause to organize what I have so far.
Ain't no way.
Oh yeah,
this man is
dude.
pausing.
Oh yeah, listen. I'm gonna learn from my past transgressions, and I'm gonna start narrowing this beast down right now so that I don't get to like 3 minutes left and wanna die.
Got a judge, okay. Shuffle, draw 4, broken.
Take a deep breath. 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're only halfway done, I got time.
I know, but like I can't tell myself that I have time. So I'm taking out all the garbage. Volcanion, he's crazy. This card, yes. Steam Siege Volcanion.
Stinky Siege.
This thing used to win regional championships, okay? It's got the power heater attack. It does 20 damage. You get to choose 2 of your bench Pokemon and attach a fire energy card from your discard pile to each of those Pokemon. Then it also does 100 for 3. Yes. 3 minutes left, Heather.
All right.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm slipping a little bit, but I think I've got this figured out.
Ring of Fire? That's the most powerful Turtonator I've ever seen in my life. He could do 180 damage. Oh my god. 2 minutes.
That's fine. I'm chilling. I just need to focus on trainer cards. Ooh. 10, 9, 8.
We're good.
7,
We're good. I'm just
6,
trimming. I'm trimming.
5, 4.
I gotta put just some basic energy in. All right, this is it.
Hands
this
up.
is it. This is the best that I've ever.
I was gonna say you're done.
The closest I've ever been to like actually being done when the timer goes off. So Heather, how you feeling about your bulk brew today?
My bulk brew, I am surprised by how it turned out. I have a good feeling about what I've cooked. I've done a combo lightning and grass deck. This little Joltik here is the reason I've gone with grass and lightning with his jolting charge. You get to search your deck for up to 2 basic grass energy cards and up to 2 basic lightning energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. So that's some pretty extreme acceleration. Only drawback here is that he's a little guy with only 30 HP, so he's gonna go down pretty easily. The rest of my deck is don't touch me. So I've got Iron Jugulis, Orange Julius, with his automated combat. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Now, combine that with a Rocky Helmet, a tool, put a hat on your guy. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, same thing, you put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. So, put that hat on, Iron Jugulis, that's 5 damage counters together. And then, as a little added treat, we've got a grassy friend in here. Miss Rose Raid has the Poison Point ability, where if I'm damaged from an attack by the opponent's Pokemon, the attacking Pokemon is now poisoned. So, not damage counters, but has poison. And a cleanup friend on the end, Decidueye, does 170 damage. That's a lot of damage.
That's pretty cool.
That'll do it.
A strike back kind of strategy there.
You hit me, I hit you.
I see. You may be a bit dismayed, as I have brought a fire deck, which I am really excited about.
It's been counterpicked.
And the main strategy of my deck is gonna be to spread damage. I've got 2 different guys that spread damage onto the bench, both Ninetales and Camerupt. Camerupt has the Split Bomb attack, which does 50 damage to 2 of my opponent's Pokemon. And then Ninetales has the Fire Soul attack, which is 1 fire energy, does 50 damage to the active and 30 damage to one of the opponent's benched Pokemon. The biggest attacker that I have in my deck is Cinderace with the Libero ability, which says once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from the bench to the active spot, you can attach up to 2 fire energy cards from my discard pile to it, so it accelerates energy to itself. And then Flare Striker does 190 damage, but I have to discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. If I can get my Cinderace into play, I'll be really excited. I only got 2 Score Bunny, so not a big Cinderace line, and I only have 1 Cinderace, so
Just the one.
if I can get my 1 Cinderace into play, I'll be really excited.
I'm a little nervous that I'm weak to fire. That ×2 weakness damage modifier is kind of scary.
Well, you know, if you just train your Pokemon well and inspire them in battle. Didn't you ever see the episode of the anime where, like, the dude has the Sandshrew and he swims in the pool?
It's not the sand. I forgot about the Sandshrew.
Yeah, and he trains them by putting them in the water so that he can
Oh my gosh.
withstand attacks from water Pokemon. I mean,
All right.
So what I'm trying to say is get good, Heather.
So what you're trying to tell me is that I should put my Rowlet
in the fire.
in the fire. I don't think I want to do that.
I think this is the least amount of balls I've ever had leading up to a game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I found a couple Ultra Ball, but that's it.
I have one Ultra Ball in my deck. Maybe I have a Pokeball.
Yo, you gonna flip a coin?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I have Pokekid, unironically.
Okay.
All right, Heather, would you like heads or tails?
Tails.
It is heads. I will go first.
You got it.
I'll draw for turn. Ooh, the Turtonator. And then I'm gonna play Great Ball. To
You're a liar.
Look at the what?
You said you only had Ultra Ball in your deck.
I have Great Ball too. With Great Ball, I get to look at the top 7 cards of my deck, reveal a Pokemon there, and put it into my hand. Oh, I think I need to get the Score Bunny, because if I can start evolving up into Cinderace, that will be my ticket to victory, I think. Now I've got Slowpoke in the active spot, who is not exactly the guy that I want to lead. He's got a fat retreat cost of 2.
Ooh, he's slow.
And I don't really have any switch cards in my deck, so...
But he can hold still.
Yeah, that heals 30 damage from this Pokemon, Heather. It's not going to be helpful.
Well, maybe if he touches me.
I guess so. I'll get the Score Bunny, put it onto my bench. What's funny is I opened with Lily in my hand, which says draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand, but if it's your first turn, you get to draw until you have 8 in your hand. However, I'm not allowed to play a supporter on my first turn going first, so I should have chose second.
Womp womp.
I'll attach a Fire Energy to Turtonator, pass to you.
All right. Ooh, I did top deck a Joltik. Good to get him joining in on the party. I'm gonna play Arven to search my deck for an item card and a tool card. So here's my Rocky helmet.
Okay.
Ouch! I'm gonna put it sideways so you know it's a tool. Going to attach for turn a basic grass energy, and I'm gonna pass.
Ultra Ball, discard Torkoal and a Fire Energy. Sorry, Torkoal. I don't have any recovery in this deck, so when you're gone, you're gone. I'm gonna get Raboot with Ultra Ball, evolve my Score Bunny into Raboot. Raboot, obviously the coolest of the line. Cinderace is fine, but...
Oh, you don't like the soccer rabbit?
I mean, I like this soccer rabbit.
It's true, it's a smaller soccer rabbit.
Yeah, he's cool, he's cool. Cinderace is okay. I did pick Cinderace as my starter in Sword and Shield.
Oh,
Yes. Who'd you
I picked Grookey.
Grookey?
I like the monkey with the stick.
Yeah.
And he has a drum when he grows up.
And then I'll play Lily to fill my hand to 6. No energy find there, unfortunately. But I do have Pokeball.
Let's go!
Flip a coin, if heads, search my deck for a Pokemon, and put it into my hand. It's a Tails. And with that, I'm gonna pass to you.
That's certainly a card. That's fine. I needed an energy anyway, so I'll attach for turn 2 Iron Jugulis with a Luminous Energy. Evolve my Joltik into this Galvantula. I have 2 different Galvantulas in my deck.
Yeah, this is a reader.
I know. He's from Vivid Voltage. I don't think anyone's ever played this card for any reason. But he's here.
Okay.
If I need his help, I will consult him. I don't like how many cards you have in your hand, so I'm going to play Judge. So each player shuffles their hand into their deck and draws 4 cards.
My hand was freaking loaded, Heather.
You had all the pieces.
I had Candela, 50% chance of accelerating an energy.
Let's go.
I had Cinderace.
That's a shame. Too bad it got judged away.
It did. I was not expecting the hand disruption that turn.
Play down Artisan.
Ooh.
So I can, once during my turn, I can search my deck for a basic Pokemon that does not have a rule box. There's 2 different kinds of Rowlet in here. I would like one of them, but I need to decide which. Oh, this one has 70 and does 20 damage for 1 grass. That's busted.
All right, now who is your Sun and Moon starter?
Rowlet.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
It's like- You can't beat that.
Obviously.
The Ghost Grass Archer Owl.
Yeah.
That's so sick. I'm gonna pass.
Now, Heather, I am very thankful that you put that Artisan into play, as it's gonna allow me to go search my deck for a basic Pokemon as well. And I really want a Numel so that I can maybe get a Camerupt into play. Is there a Numel in here? Hello, Numel.
Did he come to work today?
Earth to Numel.
He's so mad.
Where? What?
He's livid.
They're all in here.
How many do you have?
Ridiculous. 2.
Oh.
They're both prized.
Oh no.
That's so unlucky.
So unlucky.
There's like a 1 in 100 chance of that happening.
Well, actually, there's a 2 in 60 chance of that happening.
That's not how it works.
Wait, no, it's not. Because there's 2 of them in a 60 card deck.
It's a 1 in 100.
This is literally girl math. I don't think it's 1 in 100, is
I'll
it?
let you cook. It's about 1 in 100.
Oh, no,
yeah.
it's 50-50. It either happens or it doesn't. Go back to searching your deck.
All right, there's no way I prized 2 Ponyta and I prized 2 Numel. I'm not gonna lie, this deck didn't get like the most thorough audit before it was done. Like, this is definitely the most ready I've been to play, but like now I'm very suspicious. I'm wondering, are there even Ponyta and Numel in my deck? I guess I'm gonna have to Artisan for freaking Vulpix or something. All right.
He's so mad.
Yes. I'll bench this Vulpix too, and I'm gonna use Sonia to search my deck for 2 basic energy and put them into my hand. So I'm gonna get those 2. This next play is really gonna catch you slipping.
Okay.
I'll evolve into Slowbro, attach a fire energy to Slowbro.
Oh God, I'm gonna go to sleep.
And I'll use Tumbling Tackle for 20 damage.
Ouch!
You're asleep, but then I take 5 damage
Yep,
counters.
you take 5 damage counters from my automated combat and my rocking helmet.
That seems questionably worth it on my end, but I'm sending.
All right, well, I have to flip to see if I wake up. All right, wake up, wake up. No! This is atrocious. I hate this.
Let's
All right.
freaking go!
Anyway.
All right, now, one of our last battles, you did it the wrong way the entire time.
Oh, who cares?
This guy, I care.
Who
I care. I care. I care. I care. I care. Listen, are we playing the Pokemon trading card game or not?
Yes, but we're playing with
We should at least know how the rules work. Yeah.
Do you think anyone was going to be like, oh, my name is
Yes,
Pokemon?
I was like that. I was like that watching
Okay.
it back. I was like that. Yeah. So anyways,
Your Pokemon is the wrong way.
it matters. Sleep and paralysis are different effects.
Yeah, anyway, back to the game. Here comes a grass energy. It's going to Rowlet this time because somebody's asleep on the job. I am going to play a Pokecom. I'm going to put this Iron Jugulis back into my deck, and I'm going to swap it out with this Dartrix. Oh, you know what? While I'm here, Artisan. Before I shuffle up my deck, oh, Roselia onto my bench. The whole gang is here, going to evolve into Dartrix. And unfortunately, I have to pass because I'm sleeping.
That's right.
Gonna roll to see if he wakes up. Okay, good morning.
Don't have a whole lot going on over here. Ooh, I am going to bench my Cleffa though. Cleffa's got free retreat, which combos really well with my Cinderace. Since my Cinderace accelerates energy when it goes into the active from the bench, I'll attach a fire energy to Turtonator, and then I'll Tumbling Tackle for 20 damage.
I'm asleep.
And you're asleep.
Wake up!
Tails, 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 tails.
Yes! Good morning.
Before we continue with the match, I want to do a quick shout out to my sponsor, Dragon Shield. Dragon Shield makes the highest quality sleeves and accessories for your favorite tabletop games, like the Pokemon TCG. Not only are Dragon Shield sleeves dependable, they also come in a vast variety of colors to perfectly match your favorite deck. In today's gameplay, Heather's deck is in the Amethyst matte sleeves, and my deck is in the Amber matte sleeves. These new colors look amazing and complement each other really well, especially when paired with the new playmat with artwork by Ryo Kame. Head over to dragonshield.com today and check out their amazing selection of sleeves. You can use code TRICKYJIM at checkout for 5% off your total. Huge thank you to Dragon Shield for being a continued sponsor of the channel. Now, let's get back to the action.
Oop. We're gonna attach one more energy to Iron Jugulis. This guy right here. Such a cool Paradox Pokemon. I don't care what anyone says, the little screen he has for his face is awesome, and I love it. But I'm gonna blast some wind
Dang it.
to do 110 damage.
All right, Slowbro, no Twilight Inspiration Dreams today.
Nope.
Sorry, bud, you're dead. This is fantastic, Heather. You've played right into my plan. I'll attach a Fire Energy to my Turtonator and then use Mela, which says that I can only use this card if one of my Pokemon was knocked out last turn. I get to attach an energy from my discard pile, a Fire Energy from my discard pile to one of my Pokemon, and draw until I have 6 cards in hand. I get to draw 5 cards. Love that for me. I'll retreat into Turtonator, and then Inferno Onrush for 180 damage.
I'm dead.
Except Turtonator does 60 damage to himself, and then...
and then 50.
50 more, so he is almost dead.
A bench, a Joltik. Because I want another spider, I attach for turn to Galvantula. I'm gonna Artisan real quick here. Artisan brings me Iron Jugulis. I'm going to Stun Needle for 20 damage.
And that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Because of the 5 damage counters I ate from the Iron Jugulis. Oh my gosh, Turtonator and all 4 of those energy are down. That's so much. And you're winning? What the heck?
And I'm winning.
And you're winning? This is cringe. Cleffa, go. Draw. Yes! All right, I've got a Ninetales. I'll evolve one of these Vulpix into Ninetales. I'll evolve the nice one from XY Evolutions into Ninetales. Sure, there you go. I'll play Morty's Conviction, which says I can only use this card if I discard a card from my hand, and I draw a card for each of your bench Pokemon. So I'll discard Camerupt. Sorry, there are no Numel. So he's got to go. And then I'll draw 4 cards.
What do you think Morty was convicted of?
I don't think that he's convicted of anything. I think he has
No, it's his conviction.
Oh, okay.
It's a joke.
Money laundering.
There you go. Thank you.
Natalie, would you like to chime in? What do you think, Natalie? Natalie, what do you think Morty was convicted of?
Rico, I think.
Thank you. I'll attach an energy to Ninetales and retreat.
My spider!
And then I'm gonna Fire Soul for 50 here. And then guess what? 30 damage to your bench.
This
Joltik,
sucks.
he's dead.
You're not supposed to do that. Man, I wish I had a Rocky Helmet for my Galvantula to get that shocking pursuit going, but unfortunately, that's not how this works.
I would rather play with decks like this than decks that have like big EX Pokemon in them any day. Like, this is a lot of fun.
Dude, like, bro.
Doing 50 damage is sick.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That's broken. That's broken. I'm gonna do 20 damage. I'm gonna attach this lightning energy to Orange Julius here. And then I'm gonna Stun Needle for 20 damage, gonna flip to see if you are paralyzed. You're paralyzed!
Now you see, Heather, okay, you did 20 damage and paralysis. You're gonna turn your card to the right.
Slow down.
Okay.
Slow down.
So it starts north-south.
Okay.
When paralysis is inflicted,
Okay.
it goes 90 degrees to the right.
You lost me.
I'll counter your Artisan with Scorched Earth.
Ouch!
Scorched Earth makes it so that I can discard a Fire Energy from my hand and draw 2, which I'll do. Scorched Earth, draw 2. Nice, I found my other Camerupt, which is fantastic because I found Numel off my prize cards. Ninetales is kind of stuck here, so I'll play Looker. And
He's looking?
Looker allows me to go downtown. That's right. Draw 3 cards from the bottom of my deck. Found Cinderace. Yes! It would have taken me forever to find that Cinderace if I was drawing from the top, but instead I went downtown and then found Cinderace hiding out on the bottom of the deck. Attach a Fire Energy to my Numel, and I'll pass to you.
I think I kind of need to just rip the Ultra Ball.
Ooh, and that's all you've got in your hand?
That's all I've got in my hand.
Heather, your hand sucks.
My hand does suck. There you are. Decky Dewey. Decidueye. Evolve into Decidueye, and once again, I'm gonna Stun Needle for 20 damage. And paralyze you, maybe, if I flip a heads.
Tails.
Dang it!
It's a Tails.
This stinks.
No more paralysis. Camerupt is here. I'm gonna play Sophocles.
What?
Discard 2 cards from my hand, and then I get to draw 4 cards. Yes! This is sick. I'll attach Wide Lens to Camerupt.
Okay.
And then attach Fire Energy to Camerupt. Retreat Ninetales into Camerupt. And with Wide Lens attached to Camerupt, it says damage from the attacks of the Pokemon this card's attached to are affected by weakness and resistance for your opponent's benched Pokemon.
That's disgusting.
So I will do Split Bomb for 100 damage to both of these guys.
Oh my god.
And your Roselia is dead.
Oh my god. I'll draw for turn. Thank goodness there was a supporter here, because otherwise I would have been completely cooked. Lana's Aid. Put up to 3 in any combination of Pokemon that don't have a rule box and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. 1 Jugulis. 2 basic energy. Retreat my Galvantula. Get out of the active spot. And I'm going to use Power Shot attack. I have to discard a basic grass energy from my hand. Otherwise it does nothing. But I do 170 damage to your Camerupt.
Dang, dude.
He's dead.
All right, fine, sure. Dan. Draw 2 cards. And then we play rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
If I win, I draw 2 more cards. If you win, nothing.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
TikTok.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll evolve my Vulpix into Ninetales. Attach a Fire Energy there. Retreats. Bench Iron Bundle. The Bundle Ruski. I'll use Fire Soul for 100 damage with weakness.
Ugh.
And I'll do 30 damage to Galvantula on the bench.
You're back in action, Galvantula. Let's see what you got. Start by Colress Tenacitying, just because I don't want you using that Scorched Earth anymore. Turffield, you're in play now. Bench another Jugulis. We're attaching to Galvantula to Stun Needle. Once again, flipping to see if you're paralyzed. You're paralyzed.
Oh, okay, fine. I have a lot of cards in this hand.
Yeah, you do.
But only 1 energy, so I feel like I have to be kind of careful with that. I'm starting to have a sneaking suspicion that I did not put any Ponyta in my deck. We'll have to see. Pass it on over to you.
Okie dokie. A draft turn. An energy's an energy. I won't complain. I'm going in with a Galvantula and a Dream once more. Flipping to see if I paralyze you. Yeah, I paralyze you.
Yeah, okay, fine. Draw. Go ahead.
Luminous energy onto my Iron Jugulis. I will retreat. Galvantula, promoting Iron Jugulis, discarding basic lightning energy. And I'm gonna blast some wind for 110 damage.
Ninetales down.
Surprise.
All right, we've got a close game. Tied ball game right here, 2-2. Attach Fire Energy to Cinderace and retreat into Cinderace, activating the Libero ability, which says when I move from the bench to the active spot, I can attach up to 2 Fire Energy from my discard pile to Cinderace. And then Player Striker, 190 damage.
That'll do it.
I have to discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. Fine, but you're knocked
dead.
out. I take 2 damage counters from your thing, or maybe is it 3?
3.
I take 3 damage counters from your ability. I take a prize card. There are no Ponyta on this deck for sure.
I think I have to promote Iron Jugulis. Awesome. Arven. We're getting there. Rocky Helmet. Electric Generator. Gonna try and get my Spider some lightning energy by looking at the top 5 cards of my deck and attaching up to 2 basic lightning energy cards I find there. I fail the generator in many such cases. There's only 1 basic lightning left in my deck. Yep, that sure are cards in my hand. Pass.
And I'll attach Fire Energy to Ninetales, retreat Cinderace into Ninetales, and use Fire Soul for 50 damage to the active and 30 damage to the bench, knocking out your Galvantula. And that's the game.
The spider. He's dead.
Let's go.
This is so sad. There were no Ponyta in your deck.
Not a single one, Heather. Not a single Ponyta in this deck.
Imagine them.
Yep.
You hallucinated the Ponyta.
Yeah, there's no Ponyta. I cut the Ponyta and all but 1 Rapidash.
That's so sad.
So I was playing 0 Ponyta, 1 Rapidash in my deck. But you know what? This Rapidash was here for the vibes.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's just hanging out.
Heather, what do you think of this deck that you got here after you're all said and done with it? Are you eager to play it again someday, or you think you're good?
I really did like the concept of a deck that enjoys taking a hit. With the Iron Jugulis, the Rocky Helmet, didn't get the Roserade into play, unfortunately, because of the nasty Widelands Camerupt play. The concept is there. I like the concept. I did enjoy playing this deck a lot.
The wide lens stuff was really
That was
cool.
disgusting.
Yeah. This card was released in Roaring Skies, 2015. This card has traveled through a decade of history to eventually end up on this playmat.
That's messed up.
Be the star of this bulk battle. That was like the first effective wide lens play I've ever made, and it was awesome.
One singular Widelands play.
It was so sick. It was so sick.
Man.
Well, that about does it. Huge thank you to In the Zone Games for hosting us today, and great game, Heather.
GG's.
Until next time.